Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the Power of Energy Healing. I'm Christy Warnick, a spiritual, intuitive, and energy healer, and I have here with me Emily Harrison, wherever you are. So we are going to share this out, and then Emily's going to get right into, everyone knows who she is, but she's going to tell you a little bit about herself anyway, and we're going to get all into that, and we're going to have an amazing show today. So we invite you to share this out. We're going to do the same. And we are just so excited to be here with you.
Yes, I'm emerging from a weekend on Mount Shasta. This is like my hey community. I'm back and I'm so excited to connect. I'm really excited to connect with you. I love myself some Christy Warnick. And as soon as we popped on, I said, hey, I got the memo on what to wear.
I know, look at us. We matched today and we didn't even plan it. But yeah, so sharing this out, you enter in for a chance to win a free remote lightweight balancing session with me, which balances your chakras, your elementals, your body systems. People have had amazing experiences with this, just a remote session. So it's really awesome. So share out. And I'm going to be picking someone from last week that shared out so that I'll be contacting today.
All right. These lightwave sessions before, and I can tell you they are tremendously powerful. I've called on Christy before to send lightwave therapy for myself, for my kids. And just now when you started talking about it, Miss Christy, I started feeling the energy moving through like my back body, my back wings.
It was funny because right before we came on today, I replayed when Kathy Homeyer and I last year did there was a gateway like in, I think it was July last year. So it's been right at a year ago. And she and I did a special event around, it was like the Lions Gateway or something that was going on last year. And I actually replayed that and sent it to like my family, my friends, and my clients. And so I actually received just kind of that one right before we came on today. But I actually do one just one-on-one with whoever I choose for the week. So yeah. Awesome. So you want to tell us about what you've been up to? And I'm going to invite some more people to join us.
Well, absolutely. If this is the first time that you are meeting me, it is my true pleasure and honor. I'm Emily Harrison, the founder and director here inside of the Academy. And we all have areas of expertise. I hope you are enjoying getting to know all of the show hosts, the energy healers that we have here, because they all have very unique, beautiful, transcendent medicine to offer. My area of expertise is in the Akashic Records, which is a beautiful realm that allows infinite cosmic access to wisdom, guidance, healing. I personally like to use it as a research library for creating new healing modalities. It has allowed me to understand my own patterns and shift things dynamically and very quickly, very quantumly in my life. I find that when we are working in the space of our records, for those of you, if this is a new concept, your Akashic Records are the recording. It's an energetic recording and imprint of every detail of your life, past, present, all possible futures, this life, many other lifetimes that you've lived as well. And this information is recorded from a neutral perspective, which allows us to gain that neutral perspective on our life when we tap into that space. So I have used this to move into my own templates, looking at my own patterns. And when you begin to work in this space, what happens is you begin to rewrite your timelines. You begin to shift and anchor in new possibilities for yourself. It's a very, very profound space to work. And it's been life-changing for me. It's been the anchor that has created the transition from my old career as a Hollywood actress, which I did for 20 years, to what I'm doing now, which started just as me doing readings for other people. I was interested in the records and I got a certification doing it. And I started doing readings for others. How many of you guys out there can relate to this? I know we have so many emerging light workers who have had experience with modalities that have shifted them, and it's caused an opening in you to want to dive into that more deeply. This is exactly how I started doing my work as well. And as I began sharing the power and the magic of the Akashic Records, it was very apparent to me, my guides laid this on my mind and heart very quickly as I started doing this work, that it was actually more powerful to teach people how to do this for themselves. And that has been another big shift in opening. For me, I mentor other light workers in accessing the Akashic Records and learning how to marry their modalities and expand the current modalities, the current things that you're already good at within the space of the records. And coming together with all of the beautiful souls that are collaborating here inside of the Academy has uplifted all of us so quickly. It's why we've been able to create this community that's expanding. We're all expanding personally and spiritually so dynamically. The aha moments are rolling in. The opportunities are opening up. But we've also created a network, this opportunity for those of you who want to develop shows and share your message. And we're creating the audience who wants to hear it. We've got a beautiful magazine. It is just such a dynamic space to be, and I'm glad you guys are here. I also want to tell you, I've spent the weekend on Mount Shasta. I feel like it's important, especially for me as a leader here in the space, but you're all leaders. We're all leaders. It's important for you too, that you have this time away to immerse yourself in nature, to immerse yourself in this sacred space here on the planet, because powerful activations are available for you right now. Even if you're not in one of the chakras of the planet, Mount Shasta is known as the root chakra of Mother Earth, and it's a very, very high vibrational sacred space that I had the privilege of spending the weekend there with Kira Lonnie. We met some of Kira's friends, had beautiful, magical connections. We met a guide who took us into sacred areas, ley lines on the mountain. We had meditation, activation time there, spending time in nature. I cannot tell you how much shifting and healing occurred, how many insights, how much clarity has come through. And while I could take time talking about all of those individual things, they're only really meaningful for me. What I'd like to just quickly share with you right now is that energy that opened and activated me, just sharing the energy of the mountain so that you can receive your own sacred experience, especially today as we dive into this topic about spiritual courage.
Yeah, so what is spiritual courage? That was the question I'd put in the description of the show, is what is spiritual courage, and how can people find that for themselves if they don't already feel like they have it?
Well, I'd like to open the conversation by knowing what do you guys think that spiritual courage is? Because I feel like we all have our own understanding, our own code, our own language. And I'm interested in knowing what you guys think of it.
And I also loved your post the other day about, is there really one truth, like absolute truth? And I don't know that there is, other than just that unconditional love. I mean, because that's just absolute, but really, so it really is interesting in finding out. We can put out there possibilities and perspectives that we have been giving, but, and have been receiving, but also, but what is it to you? So put in the comments, what is spiritual courage to you? And do you feel like you have that? And if not, we're going to just invite in any kind of activations or alignments or wisdom or knowledge that is best for you to receive, so that you can have that more easily and readily.
Yes, and I posted a couple of things on Facebook in the past week that have gotten a lot of attention. One of them I didn't pose as a, hey, everybody come play nice. I just threw it out there, and it was about emotional pain. Emotional pain lasts 10 to 20 minutes. Anything longer is self-inflicted overthinking. And people lost their marbles. Some people did. It polarized people very dynamically. What I recognize is that when we find areas like this, there's a need for discussion. There's a need to bring this out. And defining yourself on one side or the other kind of defeats the purpose, guys, of the exploration. I want to invite you to get soft in your mind and heart. And as we reframe spiritual courage today, see if you can find any area of what I'm going to share to be true. You don't decide if you agree or you disagree. The post about the truth. Truth is only true in a moment. As the moment shifts, so does the truth.
As it changes. Yes, absolutely. I believe that.
Rather than finding where, just open yourself to receive. Open yourself to consider the possibility. Okay, Christy, what are some people saying about their definitions of spiritual courage?
Okay, so we've got here that, let's see, it's kind of like coming out of the spiritual closet. But that's a metaphorical closet, though, you know? So was there ever really, truly a closet, or is it just your own, like I said, it's the programming and conditioning around those fears that, you know, when people used to, in other lifetimes and things like that, when they experience something, some kind of pain or struggling or suffering or even death from their, you know, spiritual things that they shared, you know? Yeah. And so that, but is that true today? So there's so, if you can find these communities like this one, for example, where we're so welcoming and supportive. And that's what I love about the show. Everyone is so supportive and we can have that. And I mean, when people share some of their stories with me about things that they have experienced or things that they believe or things that they can do, I am like their biggest cheerleader, you know, because I'm like, you go for it, you know, do it. I am here to support you because I think it's awesome. I think we all have superpowers.
I agree with you.
We should embrace those, but I understand where people are coming from. It's a process. Go at your own speed. I always invite people and encourage people, inspire people to do the best you can. It's not a contest. It's not a race. It's okay to be a work in progress. So be okay with where you're at, but know that you have this awesomeness in you anyway. It's already there. So, yeah.
How many of you guys have an image or something pops up in your imagination when we talk about spiritual courage of fighting some big beast of some sort, a lion or a tiger? Anybody have that comes up in your awareness?
And we've got, it's your own spiritual journey. Everyone it's personal to them. Yes, absolutely. And that's the thing I love about putting these up here, because even though there may be so many different answers, they're all true because you're putting in here what's true for you, and that's okay. We're here to say, yeah, you know.
Yeah, I would like to just challenge everyone, though, to ask, where does this truth come from? Because if any of you related to that idea of you being required to show up and fight the beast, this is the collective story programming that is not even really our true experience. Very few of us have to actually fight that beast, but that metaphor comes up. And I just invite you to look at all of the data, all of the programming that you're receiving, and what causes you to formulate your beliefs. Here's what I would like to invite you to consider. That is what spiritual courage is. Spiritual courage is your desire to know yourself authentically. If you have a desire and a space within yourself to want to know yourself more dynamically, that to me is spiritual courage. It's a much softer energy than what we traditionally think of. We've talked about fear or coming out of the closet. Yes, knowing our authentic self and presenting that there is a coming out of the closet kind of energy, definitely a symbolic connection. But spiritual courage, I love that, the willingness to walk the journey, yes. Once you have the desire to truly know yourself and to create space for your authentic self to be, you have spiritual courage. I think there are a lot of people who don't give themselves the badge of spiritual courage because we think that it's some intense kind of energy. Like it has that fight the dragon, fight the animal kind of energy. It feels like it requires something big to rise up in us. Christy, I'm going to go back to what you said about it's a gradual process.
It can be, but you know what? Anything is possible, and as you know, I truly believe in that. And so, some people, it can happen just like that, and they just know what to do with it, you know. But some people, because of their own journey, their own path, their own creations, all of this, it can be a process. But does it need to, or that's what I'm going to be talking about on Saturday. I love this is coming up as well, is with the festival on Saturday, Release Your Divine Magic, which we're doing all day Saturday. We're going to be partying, and so be sure to join us. We're going to be putting the links in the comments below. But I'm going to be doing, my show is going to be about finding your truth, or how to find your truth and discovering your magic. So it's going to be, so it's really helping you to have, like I said, I love putting out there possibilities. Because when you put out there possibilities, it even though you may believe that anything is possible, but what does that really mean for you? And do you really truly believe that that's true for you? And so it's really putting these possibilities out there, because anything is possible, and any one of these possibilities could happen at any moment. And so the more we put them out there, the more we can attract them.
I want to say too, if you feel like, if you can be honest with yourself enough and say, you know what, sometimes I feel like, no, the possibilities are not there for me. You want to feel that, but if you're true with yourself and you're honest with yourself, you're afraid and you feel like they're not. How do you begin shifting that?
And then they're like, well, what'll happen if I do believe in that? You know what?
Yes.
If you have your intentions, or like your GPS because people get even afraid of their own thoughts. That's where the whole overthinking and that anxiety comes with thinking, is because people are afraid of their thoughts because they've been taught that their thoughts become things. Well, yes, but there's more to it than just the thought. There's an intention behind the thought that puts it into motion for creation or manifestation. So it's not just your thoughts. Yes, absolutely, it is helpful to keep those as optimistic, or work on at least getting to where they're looking for the more good in things and things like positive things. But is that necessary all the time? Not necessary, but it does help. But at the same time, know that there is I call it like a safety net, because it kind of helps you to feel a little bit more safer with your thoughts, because there is, with intention, that is the GPS for your thoughts to manifest, to create. So if you have an intention right now,
let's install a thought filter for him, Christy, right now. Because truthfully, guys, the majority of your thoughts aren't really even your own. It's data. It's coming in.
Because we are very powerful beings. We are all, connected to that highest source, the creator, spirit, whatever you want to call that. And because that is a part of us and within us, people have stuff going on around that too. And so let's just kind of lift that off as well.
Yeah, everybody, bring your awareness right now, just in your imagination. Imagine just like a nice mesh grid. Beautiful gold, platinum, sparkly, nice mesh grid metal there. Being a great thought filter. Clearing out.
And just imagine whatever type of GPS system whatever that looks like for you, you can install that in yourself. And it has an intention that in that GPS system are your best intentions. It like captures your best intentions. And so your subconscious mind is a wonderful thing, actually, because it can create so many things just by you, but it can come into conscious creation or unconscious creation. So whatever it is, though, it can build something for you, whatever that is. And it can be something really, truly amazing. that helps you with your gifts and your abilities, and it can act as a filter or whatever. And so you can actually create these things.
Let's do it right now. You guys want to go download your GPS and go get it from your Akashic Records? Let's go quickly into this space. So just take a nice deep breath. Bring the awareness inward. I want you to imagine a crystalline tube of light running up and down your spine, and take a few breaths just to clear it out. This is awesome because I'm going to be taking you guys into the records on Saturday when it's my turn to party with you at the festival.
You're coming on right after me too.
Yeah, activate. Oh, perfect. Activating your connection to receive instant guidance from the records. So you'll get a little preview here. Take that crystalline tube of light, send it all the way down, anchoring deep into the core of Mother Earth. And then it becomes like a straw, so you can pull this energy from Mother Earth up. And then we also want to send that crystalline tube of light all the way up into source energy, Akash, whatever you feel comfortable with, that highest level, unconditional love, wisdom, guidance, clarity, from a neutral perspective, this space where all of this information is available to you. Now, sound frequency is really what is the good lock-in, like that sinks us into that space. So we're not going to go through the whole oming process, but I do want to do one collective om here together, setting that intention that you're moving into the space of your Akashic Records. So let's do a nice big om together. Now, trusting that all of the information, the wisdom that you need to hear right now in this moment, this GPS system that Miss Christy described is here available to you. Miss Christy, can I put you on the spot and turn it over to you? Since this is the GPS is your part, can you take us just on a little experience to go grab it and bring it into our bodies?
Like I said, it's going to be whatever shows up for you. Whatever, even if you don't see something, just know something. Pull something from a sci-fi movie. I love watching superhero movies because I love, and what is that? Doctor Strange. He has this little thing that he carries around with him. It's I forget which one it is, but it has to do with time. But
the capacitor just came into my mind. I know that's not the movie you're talking about, but
you can imagine anything. It can be like a sacred geometry.
Yes,
those were great. I was in meditation one day and I saw, this was like a week or so ago, and I saw the flower of life just circling around me. So I know it's a part of me. And so I actually had just gotten a flower of life necklace. And so it just like surrounded me and it was just glowing. And so it could be anything like that too. So it could surround you, or it could be something that you can install within you. Usually like your heart space or your solar plexus area, you can see it anywhere in any of your chakras really, or you can install it in all of them, wherever you want, because this is your creation. It's your intention. And you get to be the creator of this. So you get to involve yourself in this. And so,
which is like activation in and of itself, by the way. The work we're doing here is very dynamic. Not only are you getting your GPS system, but when you participate in creating and go with whatever is coming through and nothing is wrong, you're up leveling.
No right or wrong. It's just what's perfect for you.
Yes.
Okay.
That, guys.
So let go of anything, any thoughts about what's this going to do, this and that, the other. It has the best intentions. Okay. And I do want to just encourage people that have some emotional stuff to do with God, source, creator, whatever. Remember that is actually unconditional love. Anything that's been created that people want to blame on God or whatever, it's stuff that's come up, or it's stuff that is showing up because of something that has been created, whether it be yours or not. But it's not directly from that source. So if you really start to connect that highest source with unconditional love, with as far as the intentions and how it's there to help you, when you connect that unconditional love and you start to see that, hey, there's really nothing to blame. It's just, it is what it is. So how can I change it from here? And so it's a lot of it's your soul's journey, and just many different things going on with that. But and also that everyone is loved and blessed. Whether you believe it or not, whether you feel it or not, you are, because the divine loves you and you are blessed. It doesn't have to be you loving and blessing yourself necessarily. You can, absolutely. That's awesome. But if you're not there yet, you are loved and blessed anyway. So what if every part of your body and every part of your being knew that and believed that, and that allowed you to transmute and transform and heal yourself so much quicker, so much easier, and shift things so much easily, so you're much more easily. And also, because if you're loved and blessed, what if that meant, and I love putting out there, like I said, possibilities. What if that meant that you are safe and you are protected always? What if every part of your body, I did a post the other day about where the body, and everyone knows this, how water can be programmed. And when you talk to plants, it helps them grow and things like that. But, and so the body is the same way. So what if you told your body every day that it is loved and blessed? And what if your body started to transform or heal because of that? What if it just took that one little tiny thing? What if it could be as simple as that? Because it can.
I agree. Thank you for speaking this truth.
So let's add that this GPS, it is loved, it is blessed. It is basically like an ordained GPS system.
It's anointed.
It is anointed.
And so, only the highest and best good for you and everyone connected to you. And I do want to share that this entire community, this entire academy, this space is anointed and blessed in the same way. The intention that has come forward to create this academy is that all the pieces of wisdom that continue to grow, their seeds that continue to grow into your expansion of consciousness, are only in the highest and best good for every person that is here, that is listening, and everyone that you're connected to. That is the intention that has been infused within this space, as it has been divinely created.
You just mentioned infuse. So let's just infuse this within you. Let's embed it within you. Okay, download it, integrate it, and activate it, along with any frequencies that are best. Someone says tune, so we're going to tune it. We're going to tune it to you as well.
Nice.
To that frequency of unconditional love, and that it is loved and blessed, that you are loved and blessed, and so that it can send to every part of your body that you are loved and blessed, and in a way that is best for you. So it automatically translates that to your body in the best way, for the best, to receive it in the best way, that message. So so let's do that. And these come very instantly. It can be just like that. So it's already done. It's done. It's kind of like it's done, and so it is. It can be that easy, because the divine works. It's as far as the divine is concerned, it's already done. It was done before you even did it. So it's there.
So Christy, we have one more question to really wrap up here, and that is, how do we get more spiritual courage? Truthfully, you touched on it when you started talking about the beautiful space that we're creating within this community to allow our individuality to come forward and to shine. It is an integral piece to creating the environment within yourself, because there is so much data, so much programming that is going to work against you. We don't have time to get into the good versus evil forces that are happening here. Whether you believe that that's happening from a bigger plane and that we're being subtly programmed in ways that we're not aware of, or whether you believe that it is just a battle within yourself, I think that they're both and all true, depending on just what moment you're in. However, there's going to be a lot of data that convinces you it's more safe. It's safer for you to stay where you were and stay in the fear. You've got to be in a community where people are uplifting each other. You want to learn how to believe in yourself more? Find people to hang out with who believe in themselves. You want to like yourself more? Hang out with people who have given themselves permission to like themselves, to know themselves more dynamically and know who they are. This is how you develop more spiritual courage. And again, spiritual courage is a very soft energy that presents itself in a beautiful, innocent desire that we all have to truly know ourselves. You have spiritual courage. We can help you develop that and get more of that inside the Akashic Academy. Christy, I want to make sure that you put the link up so they know where they can come join. Inside the Academy, we present to our members exclusive workshops. Every single week you can tune in and work, collaborate with other spiritual aligned people who are diving into their own expansion. Many of these are light workers and energy healers who come into this space to join the conversation, to get inspired ideas, to let things click off in them so they can come and share with their audience and their community. If you want to dive into this space where our high-level leaders are learning and growing, where they're showing up to keep their bodies, their minds, their spirits in a high vibrational state so they can bring through the best of themselves that they can, I want to invite you to join us and them and the beautiful community inside the Akashic Academy, because this is the kind of growth that's going on. Later on today, I'll be conducting a full moon eclipse ritual. We do full and new moon rituals every single month inside the Academy. This is a beautiful way to follow and harness the natural cycles of the cosmic energies that are at play. We talk about the specific energy signatures that go along with each of these celestial events, how to bring your awareness to that, how to harness that energy. That's happening later today in the Academy. You can test it out for $4.44. Do you guys know this? It's $44.44 a month, but you can try it out your first month by using the coupon SACRED4. That will get you $40 off your first month. There's no obligation to continue. No reason why you shouldn't dive in and join us and at least check it out. So I'm excited to see all of you who are not members diving in this week, getting to know you more deeply inside the Academy.
Yes, and also I was going to let everyone know I do have some accelerator images, and I did pull a couple of cards just for the overall group. If you need to go, Emily, just let me know when that is.
Well, you made a really good point. Every Tuesday at 9 a.m., 3 minutes ago, I start my mastermind session with my students. It's some of my favorite time on the planet. You graciously shifted the time frame of this show to accommodate my schedule. But you did say, well, I think all of your students are going to be watching anyway. So students, if you're out there, I'm glad you're here with us. We'll be starting the meeting really soon, but I would love to just stay for a few more minutes and share in the lightwave activations because I love them. I set the intention right now just to use my vessel as an amplifier for that energy, so all of you can just receive that very dynamically.
I have some accelerator images here, and I'm going to share with you the cards, and we can actually bring in some activations with the cards that I got as well too. But first, I have geometry of passion and desire. Ooh. This is determination and achievement. So this really, I asked which ones were best for that spiritual courage today, and these are, there were 4 of them that showed up. So this is determination and achievement. Okay. So I'm going to send this out to anyone that would like to receive. Okay, sending that out to everyone. And the next one is escalation, Ark of the Covenant Accelerator, faith and trust, because that's very important when it comes to courage as well.
Love it.
Okay. All right, so I'm going to send this out. Okay, we were talking about dragons earlier. I had this one already out. Dragon Power Matrix, inner strength and protection. So this is actually the dragons that are there to help you. Okay, sending that out. Okay, and the last one is the blood of Jesus Christ, protection, healing, and transformation. Okay, sending this out. These are by Brian DeFlores of LightQuest International. They're accelerator images. They hold matrices. They hold energies, frequencies, and I can send them out. Okay, 2 cards I pulled today. This is from my Lightworker Oracle deck. It's the first one is the Merkaba Spiritual Protection. So once again, going back to the protection. Okay. All right. So there are some downloads or activations that would like to come in with this. If you notice right here, she has her heart space. There's like a light glowing from that. So let's download this bubble. See this bubble here? That's kind of around. There's like an orb there around her. So let's just send that out to everyone. And I didn't read the book on these. It comes with like a little booklet. I always just go with what comes in because I know that I like to simplify the messages, The next one is an invitation to connect. So let's just connect with that higher self. Your higher self, aligned and connected. Your higher self is connected and aligned with that highest source, whatever that is for you. So there is this alignment going on there. There is this amazing connection that is best for you. So let's see. That's what it looks like.
I just heard this. Look at your higher self as your interpreter of source, meaning this is the perfect being entity to come in and communicate in just the language that you need. And sometimes language isn't vocabulary, guys. Sometimes it's light. Sometimes
it's frequency, it's vibration.
Yes, and I want you to trust more dynamically than you've ever trusted before. Just invite yourself to open in your trust in this space of trusting your higher self.
And remember that there is so much love, support, acceptance. There's no judgment. Anything that shows up as that is just stuff that you're working through. It is not anyone or anything really to blame. Look at it as in some way, shape, or form, a blessing, knowing that we are moving through this now. We're moving forward with things getting better and better. That is the intention. And I do truly believe that we're coming into a time when these amazing things are happening in this way. Once again, there is free will involved. So if you're dead set on and focused on this things being a certain way, then that's how it's going to show up for you.
Christy, I love you. Thank you so much for this time. I'm starting to get that mama bear, like, oh, I got to get to my kids, get to my students, because it's almost 10 after. So I am going to just close up the records quickly with everybody. Just give a quick prayer and blessing of thanks for all that we've received here today, and then just a quiet Om to close up your records. The records are now closed. And I'm going to pop off and go. I know everyone probably wants to spend a few more minutes with you before they wrap up. So I'm going to say goodbye. Thank you so much for allowing me to come and share.
Thank you for joining me. I'm always honored to have you on here. Always amazing shows. And Jessica says her higher self is a badass.
Yes. All right, have a great rest of your day, everybody. And members, I'll see you guys in just a little bit for our ceremony and ritual.
All right, so everyone, thank you all for joining me. I do have a couple of announcements for you. And also, I am going to, there's a Mary Zimmerman that shared out last week for the Lightwave session. So I'm going to be choosing her. And just because I can, there is Deborah Coles. I see her. I've been noticing her. So for some reason, that one is coming up for me today as well. So Deborah, you're going to get one for today. I will pick someone else that shared out from today as well. for next week. So be sure to join me next week. All right. I have Mark Hernandez coming on with me. He has a show right before mine called I think it's the People and Pet Show. And so he's going to be my guest next week. So we're actually going to bring your pets with you. If you have pets, if not, we're going to be taking a few requests there. He's going to be helping with a few readings and things like that. We're going to be talking about that. So be sure to join me next week. And my normal time, today was a half hour early because of Emily and her class and everything. So my normal time, which is funny because I'm looking at my clock here now, it says 11:11. So my normal time, though, I'm usually live right about now. I usually start at 11 o'clock my Central Time, which is 12 p.m. Eastern Time, 9 a.m. Pacific. That's my normal every Tuesday, same time, same place here at the Akashic Academy, unless I have a special showtime because of a guest and their schedule. But most of the time, it is always the same time. And this Saturday, like I said, there is a festival. There is an event. There's an event link. I'm going to put it in the comments below. It is called Release Your Divine Magic. If you come to the Akashic Academy Facebook page, at the top of the page, you will see the event. And be sure to check that you're interested or that you're going so that you can get a notification. It's going to be all day Saturday, July 20th. And if you don't catch it live, there will be replays, but it'll be underneath. It'll be like within the event. It won't be on the Akashic Academy page. It'll be under the event. So you just click on the event and the videos will be shown up under that. Okay, like in the comments type of thing. It'll be like within the event there at the top of the page because they want to keep them all together. So be sure to sign up for that. I am inviting all of you. You are all invited. Any of your family and friends, be sure to share that link with them and invite them as well. The link for signing up for the membership, if you're interested in that, $4.44 when you use Sacred 4 for the coupon code. Okay, you can do that, and that's for your first month. You can try it out, $4.44. After that, you can decide if you choose to continue. It's $44.44 a month, but there is amazing content all month long, several times a week. There are specific shows just for that membership group. So it's separate from the Akashic Academy Facebook page. It's a special group for members that join that group. So that's what that is. And so coming up later today is Tree Gong with Kiralani. So she's back from Mount Shasta. She was with Emily this weekend. So she's going to have some amazing things to share with you. And also, I am going to be on, I had on with me a couple of weeks ago, Thomas Nurbass. And I'm going to be on his YouTube channel. We're going to be doing a show this Thursday. So I'm going to be posting an announcement to that from my Facebook page. And I'll also put it in the comments below when I get it. But it's amazing that after he and I worked together, he's going to be sharing this experience with you. But he and I did the show together. And he said that after the show, I guess because he and I have similar things in common when it comes to anything is possible, everything is energy. Yeah, so we were talking about that, and he said that after that show, his productivity, like with his job and where he's working and just other things, it doubled from just us connecting with you all and just being in that space. His productivity doubled, he said. I just talked to him the other day and he was telling me that. So he's going to be sharing more about that, and we're going to be getting more into these possibilities. And so be sure to join us on Thursday. Be sure to like and follow my Facebook page, facebook.com/Christy Warnick 1. Or you can search for Christy Warnick, Spiritual, Intuitive, and Energy Healer. And I'll put all of my links in the comments of the original video here below. And you can go there and like and follow my page so that you can get updates. I post inspirational posts every single day. Every day there's inspirational posts there. And I do videos there too, live videos. I did one the other day that really helps with disconnecting from that mass consciousness. And so there are healings, clearings, activations, attunements, downloads, whatever you want to call them. They are in all of my videos that I do there. So be sure to go there and catch me live there sometimes. And so be sure to join us this Saturday, the festival. It's a special event here at the Akashic Academy. Thank you all. My show on Saturday, which is, like I said, it's about helping you to find your truth and discovering your magic. And it is going to be at 1 p.m. Pacific time, which is 3 p.m. Central Time and 4 p.m. Eastern Time on Saturday. And Emily will be the hour after that. So there's going to be a show every hour on the hour starting at 8 a.m. Pacific Time. Okay, so it's going to be an all-day event. You can catch whichever ones you want and go back and watch the replays of the other ones. So be sure to join us there. And I will see you all again next time. Thank you all for joining me. I'll be messaging you, Deborah, with some information. It is full moon time, so definitely comment even if you're on the replay. You can share out if you're on the replay. And because I don't choose someone for the next week until I go back right before, like 5 minutes before the show today. I really was looking back through the people that shared from last week. So and I actually sometimes will go back to other shows too and just kind of see who's been sharing out, and I choose different people for that. So, all right. Thank you, Brian. Yeah, I'm in my office downstairs today. So I've got my tree of life in the background there with the chakras there. So let's just send out some energy for some chakra balancing for you all. And it's included in the Lightwave session along with other things. And I actually have a chakra. I'm going to share this with you all that are still with me really quickly here. I've got a lot of these accelerator images, but I'm going to show you one. This is for the angelic chakra grid, physical healing and chakra balancing. So I'm going to share this with you all. This is Geometries of Light. So let me just send this out real quickly, just as a little bonus to you all. Okay. And like I said, I'm going to put my links in the comments below. I do more than just light wave balancing sessions. I do all kinds of sessions that help with any and all areas of your life. Everything is energy, so and anything is possible. That's just, I bring that in and really help people in that way. Just leaving it open to those possibilities, and amazing things happen. I mean, it just does. So I'm going to put my links in the comments below. Thank you all for joining me. Thank you for sharing out. I will choose someone else again next week on the show, so be sure to join me next week. And I'll see you all again soon, okay? Have a wonderful week. Thank you all, and I'll see you next time.